and welcome to another edition of Fundraising Cafe. This is a broadcast where we deepen discussion on fundraising, especially crowdfunding in Nigeria. This broadcast is sponsored by quickraise.com and is a platform, a crowdfunding platform where we entertain good causes and we also be able to take donations from people. My name is Remy Chibodu and I have with me Okay, today we'll be talking about the basics of crowdfunding for us to be able to understand what crowdfunding is all about, and we'll also delve into the types of crowdfunding, and most especially we'll talk about the platform of QuickRaise, what it's all about and what you can use the platform to do. So straight away we'll be talking about crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is actually a practice of funding a particular cause from getting money from little amount of money from large number of people. So what it means basically is that if you want to practice crowdfunding, number one, it has to be on the internet, which means that you must have an internet facility, and also you must have a platform which we are providing as QuickRaise. When you go to a platform of crowdfunding, it means that number one, you must have a genuine cause. A cause can vary from medical to education to different things, emergencies that you will be able to raise money for. That's one. Two, you must also be able to have the amount of money that you want to raise, which we call target amount here. So you know the amount of money, i.e. you want to raise 100,000, 200,000, 1 million, depending on the cost exactly. So if you have all of that, then you'll be able to launch a campaign on a crowdfunding platform. So to recap again, what crowdfunding is a practice of raising funds from a crowdfunding platform, and we raise money, a small amount of money from large number of people on the internet. That's what crowdfunding is all about. And we have different kinds of crowdfunding. However, we'll be discussing mainly about the donate-based crowdfunding because that is what is legally allowed presently in Nigeria, where we locate in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, but aside from that, we have what we call equity crowdfunding. We have peer-to-peer crowdfunding, and there are so many other names that everywhere in the world are associated with types of crowdfunding. But today we'll be discussing the donate-based crowdfunding. But I want Ada to briefly tell us what exactly are those causes that we can use crowdfunding to raise money for. I think she will talk about it.
Okay, those courses, or like you see on QuickRaise, categories of campaigns that you can create on the QuickRaise platform. The first one we are all familiar with, the medical or health category. This category includes or comprises of campaigns that have to do with medical issues. It could be in regards to payments of medical bills, expenses of treatment. We've seen cases or situations where an individual is ill and can afford the medical bill given by the hospital or the health institution that is giving him the treatment. Using a crowdfunding platform like ours, you can easily create your campaign and be able to reach out to a wider network of people and raise the funds required for that campaign. Then we also have here the education category or education campaigns. Just like we all know, people tend to further education. Some people, they might be out of school. We've seen cases where children roam around the streets. They're not in schools. Individuals, organizations are encouraged to maybe create a campaign for those people, enroll them in schools, and the community, the society at large can also join in donating to the education of this let's say citizens or the children on the platform. So it's something that can reach out to everyone. It's not just limited to health alone. We have other categories. We have the charity categories or charity campaigns. The NGOs and organizations are mainly the people who say that are in line with this category, because they raise funds for projects and courses daily, yearly, monthly, every time. Those organizations, they need funds to cater for the people in their care. We have orphanages in charge of children, health and care and shelter. We have foundations in charge of child education. We have those in charge of health. We have those in charge of several issues around widows, women, and all that. All these NGOs, they need funds to carry out whatever project they have in mind, and all that fall within the charity category, and that can be done on the Quick Raise platform. Next, we have the faith category. Our religious institutions, the churches and mosques, they're not left out. They raise funds for different projects in the churches, and in the mosques they raise funds for their sadaqah. So that's all this can be done using a crowdfunding platform like the Quick Raise, whereby members can contribute to the platform and they can reach out to other members in different environments or in the world per se. Then we also have the sports category on the Quick Raise platform. This category has to do with sporting, athletics, and the likes. Cases where people are talented and they can go further, they have good skills, we see them, we know them, but because of lack of funds, or maybe an athlete who is injured during play or during games can't continue to cater for such issues or cases, campaigns can be created on the Quick Raise platform under the sports category. It's quite easy to use, and the various sporting foundations or institutions are encouraged to also use the platform to raise funds for games or competitions that they plan to embark on in the course of their activities. Next, we have the emergency categories. Like I always say, governments, they can't do everything at once. Right now we're in the rainy season, and we've already had cases of flood one place, one way or the other, and there are victims or citizens who are affected. An emergency campaign can be created on the Quick Raise platform to raise funds for the affected individuals. It could be maybe to get them immediate shelter and food for the time being until their homes are sorted out and they can go back to their homes. Other emergencies also, we have the cases of maybe terrorist attack, or like we all know, all those IDP camps. Most times they create emergency campaign to source for funds to see how they can settle out some immediate needs in that geopolitical zone, in that society. They can raise funds for their schools or their departments, or things that they wanted. Like I've seen cases in my old school where we lacked some facilities. Growing up now, having joining an alumni society, I can always participate in building a project, something that we lack or something that we feel that is good for our school. So other associations are not left out. They can all use a crowdfunding platform to fund for whatever event or project they plan to take on. Then finally, we have the events. Every we have other events that we carry out. All this require funding, and for you to raise funds for that course.
All right, fantastic. So you've heard all she has said, and these are various ways that we can raise money. So far, it's a very genuine cause that we welcome it on our platform. If you are just joining us, you are live to Fundraising Cafe. It is a broadcast powered by quickraise.com, where we deepen the discussion on crowdfunding in Africa and Nigeria in particular. Now, I'm going to take us through how you can create a campaign and donate on Quick Raise. So if you want to participate in this, what you need to do, you can do as individual or as a corporate organization. So as individual, you go to the platform, which is quickraiz.com, quickraiz.com. And when you click on that, you get to the landing page. Then you go there where you have register. So you can register as individual or corporate organization. So if you are registered as an individual, all you require is just your identification. And the ones that are allowed on the platform, we have the national ID, the international passport, we have the voter's card and driver's license. So any one of those ones are allowed on the platform. And as individual, if you have a campaign that you want to create, you can go ahead and create it. We always advise that you have a very sellable picture or video and a description of what exactly you want to raise money for. When all these are in place, then you can launch your campaign. As an organization, either as an NGO or corporate organization, if you want to launch a campaign, you can also register. However, we will require some certain documentation, which includes the certificate of incorporation, the CAC Form 2, and the CO7 forms. We have the board resolution. We're also required to have a very sellable picture, description, the target amount, and we also ask for your board resolution. When all of these are in place, then you'll be able to launch a campaign. On Quick Rates, it is free for you to launch a campaign. We don't collect any amount of money from you. What is important is that the cost has to be genuine, which we are going to undergo. Every campaign that comes to our platform will undergo a very deep verification. Our verification tools are very modern in such a manner that we will be able to know whether your campaign is genuine or not. However, when you have campaigns that are related to health issues, medical campaigns, we may also require some additional documentation, and this is for verification purposes, which is exactly for us to know whether the person actually has that illness or disease or requires the operation he wants to go through, and that will be verified on our platform. Okay, so that is for medical. For other campaigns, there are other campaigns that may not be medical but will require some documentation as time goes on, depending on the kind of campaign. And when we require that, we will get in touch with you to ensure that you provide those information. Now, when your campaign has been established on our platform or launched, then what we need to do is that, because crowdfunding is working together with the fundraising company and the campaigner himself, that is when you have the thing to be very successful. So in doing this, we will provide you with information and also guide you through how this campaign will be successful. And when we mean successful, it means that the required target amount of money, in which we have already stated, that you'll be able to realize them. So now, what we do basically is this. We immediately create that campaign, we encourage you to share the link, because you're going to get the link when that campaign is created. And when you get that link, what you need to do is to share with your friends and family, which is your first line of sphere of influence. And that is what we encourage, because if people that knows you, your family, your friends, your colleague, your people that are around you does not believe in your cause, it may be difficult for a ghost donor to come to your platform and donate money. So we encourage you to be able to do that first. And when that is done, we will also endeavor to ensure that we promote your campaign on our platform, on all the social media platforms in which we have, which we know that it goes a long way, because there are millions of people that always, reach out to when we launch this campaign on different platforms that we use. So when we do that, there are other campaigns that will be able to develop some strategies for you to guide you, to ensure that at every point in time you are in touch with people and you are appealing to people that will be able to donate to your campaign. So that is very important, and we work together to ensure that you do that. Donating on our platform, also we have provided 3 major donation options that you can use in reaching out to people. The first one is the online donation, which you can use your online donation. The second one is the card, using your card, and the third one is USSD. All these 3 types of donation payment option are available on the platform. They are very simple. We have made sure that whenever you go there, it's within 2 or 3 tabs, and you'll be able to conclude your donation on the platform. Now, on the platform also, you will see that anytime anyone donates, every campaign, as a result of the fact that we want to make the platform to be very transparent, everyone that donates on the platform can be seen. All you need to do is to click the campaign, go to donation, and you'll see the list of people that have donated. And if you decide to make your donation to be anonymous, it will be showing anonymous, but again, the amount in which you have donated is already, it will be there to everyone, be there for everyone to see. Okay, that is that concerning that. So when you have the payment option, then you can reach us at any point in time. Okay, now we are also on social media. You can get us on Instagram, on Twitter, and also on Facebook, and the handle on all those platforms is at QuickRaise, which is QuickRaiz. So we will now be talking about a campaign on our platform, which is Educate the Girl Child, and this is powered by an NGO, which is the Purple Girl Foundation. Purple Girl Foundation, basically, they're looking at how they can empower the girl child and ensure that they have proper education. So I want Ada to kickstart that so that to be able to enlighten us more on the activities.
Okay. The Purple Girl Foundation created a campaign on our platform, QuickRaise. The campaign title is Educate the Girl Child. Purple Girl Foundation is actually a private organization set up to provide opportunities and support for enhancing the education of girl child or female children in Nigeria. Their primary focus is giving young girls from underprivileged backgrounds who struggle amid various disadvantages a chance to improve a lot through education and having whatever support they want. They work with female children in primary, secondary, and tertiary levels because they believe that every girl deserves the chance to make a difference in their life and by extension, the society. Like we all know, in the society today, there is a large disparity between the education that the boys and the girls receive. In some parts of the country, they prefer educating the boys and they say the girls will come later. So this is one of the things the Purple Girl Foundation is trying to stop. They're trying to stop that perception of that part of the society. They're trying to let us know that educating a girl child is also as good as educating a boy child. And for their campaign, it's a yearly something. The Educate Girl Child fundraising campaign is to support girls in Nigeria, and the money raised will be used for the following. They plan on paying tuition fees for all and other required fees for the girls in primary, secondary, and tertiary institution. They will also get the recommended textbooks and stationaries for these students, and not only that, clothe them with a school uniform, whatever sportswear, shoes, bags, and other requirements in that category. And also, as girls, they will also give them hygiene, like sensitization, provide them with sanitary towels, and customized health insurance for each girl. Also, leadership and sexual reproductive health education for 600 girls across the country. So you can see they're trying to reach out to more girls. Already, so far, they have 63 beneficiaries from all over the country, and they're trying to do more to see how they can reach out to more girls, go to those parts of the country where when it's school season, the girls are roaming around while the boys are in school. They're trying to go to those areas to see how they can get these girls in school, because it's another says when you train a girl, you train a nation. So that is their goal for this year is to raise a sum of 20 million. They are pleading to everyone, the society, our viewers, friends, and families to join in enhancing girl-child education in the country.
Okay, so fantastic. So if we appeal to the general public that you can go on QuickRaise and search for Educate the Girl Child, and when you search for that, you see this campaign we're talking about. I'm sure that you will be glad if a lot of people, especially the indigent people, will be able to access education, which is very difficult presently as we speak. In Nigeria, we have about 10 million out of school children, and the girls contribute a larger amount of this figure in which we're talking about. So you can go on the platform, click on Educate the Girl Child, donate as low as 1,000, 2,000, any amount that you know that you can be able to afford will be accepted on the platform as we speak today. Okay, let me just do a rundown of what we have said if you are just joining us. We talked about crowdfunding, what crowdfunding is all about. That is the process of raising funds, especially small amount of money from large number of people and on the internet. So that's what it's all about. So we also talk about the types of categories of campaigns that you can launch on our platform, which we talk about the medical, the charity, emergencies, we talk about education, we talk about alumni association, we talk about group gifting and all of that. So you can do that. Group gifting, especially in offices, corporate organizations, somebody is doing a St. Paul, somebody doing a birthday, somebody is getting married, somebody just gave birth. So people can launch a campaign to do group gifting. And what we have not mentioned, which I will quickly add now, is that you can actually make your campaign to be private. What it means is that if you don't want the general public to have access to your campaign, you can also make it private. It is only the people that you have sent the link to that will be able to have access to that campaign. We also want to use this opportunity to appeal to philanthropists in the society to join hands to see how we will be able to put smiles on the face of people that are greatly in need at this point in time. Corporate organizations can also use their CSR unit to be able to penetrate the society by donating or partnering with us at Quick Race. We can guarantee you that we are credible, and when we have a one-on-one discussion with us, we'll be able to tell us details of what we do and how we make it to be transparent and credible to everyone. I think that's about all that we'll take today, but I will encourage everyone to join us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to continue the conversation. We have so many other campaigns that we parade on our platform, so we can't talk about everyone here. But we talk about the girl child today, but we have so many other ones, and so many are coming in even today and tomorrow, and we encourage you to continue to have that conversation, and we can discuss in details at every point in time. From me here, I'm calling it a day, and we advise that or encourage you to join us next week at 1 p.m. Thank you, and God bless.